and welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for the evening, with the lovely Maria Hurst. You're back again from Tonopah.
Yes, hello.
And the lovely Linda Cass, star of, oh no, you're not on the morning show anymore. You're at Valley Electric.
I am at Valley
You will
Electric,
remember
yeah.
Linda for not too many years in the morning show here. And
5 to be exact, John.
is it 5?
5
Okay.
to be exact, yes.
Very good. She is going to be telling us about a movie festival that will be held at a certain casino in town, and it's been here for a certain amount of years. And I think I will give it to you to do that.
Okay, I can do that because I was there. Right from the beginning. It's the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival, and we're holding it this year for the 6th time. We're 6 years old. Can you believe that?
No, it's just,
awesome.
my goodness.
International Film Festival in Pahrump, Nevada, and it's 6 years old. Amazing. People have just jumped on board and made us successful to this point. And we are, can I say the certain hotel that's hosting it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. For the 6th year in a row, the Pahrump Nugget is donating their event center to the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival. This is May 27th, Friday, 28th, Saturday, and 29th, Sunday. Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And, they are just the best. So, in
They're
fact, it's
very
gotten to the point,
community-oriented, yeah.
they are now the home of the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival.
Nice. And even though it's High Desert Shorts, but it's international, where's the furthest you've received an entry from?
Well, I'm just going to start quoting some stats. We have received entries from 13 nations, 32 states in the United States. We have gotten films from every continent on the globe except for Antarctica.
That's awesome.
Yep, last year we finally hit them all except for that last holdout down at the South Pole.
So if you're from Antarctica, get on board.
Yeah,
Come on.
hey, get
Well,
off
that's
the
right. They
stick
could be
here.
viewing us on YouTube now.
Yeah.
That's
That
right.
could be.
Yeah.
Very well could be. So come on, you guys.
That's awesome. So what categories are there in the film festival?
Let's see. We have animation, and then we have the live action, drama, horror, sci-fi, and comedy. So
Nice.
that's where we're at this year. And we've gotten all of our submissions through a brokerage on the internet called Without a Box, and they are absolutely awesome. We get worldwide publicity, and people from all over the world just start sending in their films. And boy, this year we have got some quality. My right hand, Tony Mendoza, is my program director, and he has got just awesome abilities, and he's picked the best of the best this year. And we always cater to our local filmmakers, so we have several that are homegrown, if you will.
And I believe
Nice.
Jason that works here, I had a submission last year, the year before.
I believe so.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we always like to foster our guys from here, guys and gals, and kids. Speaking of kids, can I plug our film camp? Is that okay?
Yes, please do.
Okay. I brought 2 kids who just happened to be my grandkids, and they were part and parcel with your daughter, Rosie.
Yes.
Yes, we had a film camp early in March, and there we all are. And
Beautiful
is that
picture.
High Desert or what? Yeah.
Awesome.
Those are all our
Where was
guys.
that taken?
Okay, you guys probably remember Dana and Julie Meny. They filmed a feature film. Well, this is right outside their home. They donated their space inside, outside, anywhere we wanted to go. And we got together, and let's see, it was on a Friday night that we got together, and we wrote, well, we didn't actually write. We took ideas, recorded ideas that the kids wanted to film, and they made it personal this year. There wasn't much fiction. There was more personal experiences and a lot of emotional stuff, really deep this year. And I was really proud of all of them. And then we came back again on Saturday morning, and we filmed all day. And we had my editor from the Ruralite came down, and he's writing an article about the film camp. And it's
Nice.
going to be in the Rural Light. He came down from Oregon, especially for that. And we had Ted Fay, who is a documentarian, and he has done documentaries that have been on PBS, on Channel 10, about
Death
railroads.
Valley.
Death Valley
Yes.
Days, all that stuff. He was there, and he even got a small part in my granddaughter Alexis's portion of the film.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So,
That's
That's
excellent.
awesome.
and so I think the kids might have something to say. Alexis, you. What was your favorite part? What would you say was your favorite part?
Well, my favorite part of the film camp was that we got to show and express how our feelings were and how we felt and got to put it like in a little film. So that was really fun.
And Angel, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was like everything because it was like a good experience for us to try something new and get like a good head start into acting and showing what we feel.
Right. And as it turned out, you actually knew quite a few of the kids, even though you're new to Pahrump. These guys have been here since December. It turned out that when they got there, they weren't the strangers in town. They actually did know some of the kids. You're going to school with them
Yes.
and actually riding the bus with them.
Yes.
So, I'll take that. Anything else? No? They just had a really good time, and all of the kids really impressed the grown-ups. Tony Mendoza was, I'd say, director-producer. He taught the kids how to shoot, how to do lighting, different camera angles. They learned from Dana and Julie, who are feature film producers and directors and writers, how to put their ideas in order and to make sense out of them, and taught them proper movie etiquette and just a whole lot of stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And your daughter, what was your daughter, Rosie's opinions?
She loved it. She said it was a great experience. She learned a lot, and she was interested in doing some more stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to get something out there one of these days.
We'll make that happen. And this is, I think this is actually our third film camp. And so,
awesome.
yeah, Tony is going to get it all together, and we will be able to feature it at the film festival. And we sure as heck are going to show it all 3 days and maybe multiple times.
That's
during
what
the days.
was my next question is, when are we going to see the film that the kids made?
It'll be at the film festival. Yeah, the last one that we featured, it was such a success. Everyone wanted to see it over and over and over because it was
That's
really,
awesome.
really good. And
That's
now,
awesome.
Rosie was in the an award-winning film, right? The one of the
Oh,
shorts, Rodney's film.
Actually, no, she didn't get in that one because she was out of
it
town. That was me.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was like the scared one, and at the end,
you
I
could
think
be
I was
sisters.
I
You could be
was
sisters.
eaten
Oh.
Yeah.
or turned into a Lego, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. That was the babysitter? Was that
The sitter, yes.
Right.
Where RJ
Rodney
was like he
Camacho's
was a
little
ghost,
boy.
and he
Yeah.
was turning all the people into Legos.
Or that
Oh.
Scream 3.5 or something. you
Yeah.
know?
Something
It
like
was
that.
actually the kids
Yeah.
did a great job. They
They
did a
did.
great
Hey,
job.
it won the audience favorite award.
Kids are amazing,
Aren't they?
And I mean, these kids, they're smart.
And they're talented, and they work
Very.
hard, and they're well behaved. I just not just because they're my grandkids. This was a whole group we were talking about. You saw the group. They impressed the adults who were there. Really, really impressed them. And it seems to be universal. I have to say, the children who are interested in film, they bring a passion, and they pay attention. They want to learn. They want to make it the best they can possibly make it, and they really do study and they learn. And I'm really proud of all of them, and that's why I continue to do it. It's just the best.
I was really excited about her getting to go, and then she was excited to see friends that she knew, and it was really cool. It was really cool, and the
It's-
feedback I got even from Tony and from Deanna, they said it went great, and so I'm excited to see their film.
It's
I
going
wanna
to be.
see all the
It's
kids.
going to be good. It's amazing to watch it happen.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It is really amazing. I have to tell you a very funny story. This is hilarious. My editor came from the Ruralite, and you know the Ruralite is in rural communities, going from like Idaho to Oregon, Washington, Arizona, all over the place. Well, Dana and Julie are artists.
Right.
They are magnificent artists. They use oils. Dana is mainly grayscale, black and white, and Julie is, you know, it's in oil, but hers also is in oil, and then she is in color. But being adult and being very artistic, they have some ladies that are scantily clad. And so my editor, after he went back to Oregon, he called me and he said, "Oh, I had such a wonderful time. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this. And, you know, it's really going to be a tremendous article and yada, yada." And he says, "But the only thing, I had to be really careful," because he probably took, how many photos do you think? Probably 500, 600 photos?
Mostly every time.
A lot. Every time he turned around, he was taking a lot. He said, "Linda, I really had to watch my line of sight with when I was taking the photos, because my Idaho readers wouldn't appreciate the scantily clad ladies." But every one of the adults was really impressed with the kids.
Oh, great.
That's awesome. I have a question, since we were talking about showing the children's film at the film festival. How is the, I know in the past, like admission, you can buy the pass all weekend, and they do like showings. Will you have that same schedule this year, where you'll have the showings of a certain genre?
Yes,
Each
yes, they will
section?
be that way. We've tried to arrange it so that each of the film segments are about an hour long. Some of them this year go for an hour and a half. Admission is $5, and I'm sorry, but we haven't determined yet what an all-weekend pass will be, but it's affordable, and the entertainment that you have is
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it is absolutely amazing, and you're seeing brand new things. Nobody else has, you know, the general public hasn't had a chance to see them. And the best part, you get to vote. The audience favorite of the entire festival gets an award also, in addition to the first place for the different categories.
Nice.
And it's not going to be bogus, like, what's that on TV, that...
American
wrong,
Idol
the
or...
wrong people are being voted off and stuff?
No,
We're
we
not
don't
gonna
do
have
that.
anything-
No, none of that.
Oh,
None of that
no-
stage stuff.
none of that drama, no.
Nuh-uh. No.
So, what are we sitting in front of?
We are sitting in front of the 2011 poster, and every year we have Crystal Dabrowski's art classes from Pahrump Valley High School. They submit entries, and this was the winning entry. It was submitted by Blake Arnold, and
We have some visitors.
oh yes, we do. Look at yeah, there
They came
are.
to visit us from outside.
You remember that movie, Dog Day Afternoon?
Yeah.
I get it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
Yes.
They want to be on TV too.
I love it. But anyway, Blake Arnold was the designer of this poster. We had, I think, about 70 posters
Nice.
submitted, and they were all good. So we're going to, again, we started a process. I think the dog wants to talk on the microphone.
Hi.
Should we let him? Last year, we started a process of honorable mentions, and this year we have the same thing. We've got about 25 honorable mentions, because they're just too good. You can't just say, well, there's one winner and then all the rest go home.
Right.
So last year what we did was we put all the honorable mentions on the walls going up the hallway towards the event center at the Pahrump Nugget, and I identified all of the artists and everything. We're going to do that again this year.
Nice.
It is really, it's a good thing.
You can see I'm sorry.
No, that's something you won't see on the other station, what we just had over here. Okay, so that's only on this station, okay.
I was going to say, you can see the sparkle in Linda's eye when you talk about
Oh.
this, because the amount of work that you and your team put
Yes.
into this is just phenomenal.
And
You
the
guys,
rewards
you
are-
can
are
tell
there, too.
that your work, I mean, it's just quality. When I went before, I mean, just everything is set up wonderfully. It's very well organized, and you can tell their passion in how it's presented, because it's really, really, really very
Well,
nice.
I thank you very much. It's good to have feedback, and that's the reason why we do it. Artists, movie makers, writers, singers, musicians, you can't work in a vacuum. When you're creating something, you need to have an audience. And if you're new, you don't have an audience. It's very, very hard to get your work in front of an audience besides your parents or your peers. And this affords an audience. And, it's the audience's job to say, yes, it's wonderful, continue to work. Or they vote with their feet. They walk out the door. No, you really got to make some changes and you got to bring it up to speed. And that's, and our audiences are really good.
Speaking of that, what would you recommend to a new, somebody new that maybe is interested, they've done a little playing around, they want to submit something, would you suggest they go to their friends and family, show it, or get their piece done and bring it, submit it, and see if they can show it? And what would be maybe a little piece of advice to the public out there?
Well,
if they want to
all of the above. Make the film and show it to people, starting with your family, because you can catch them and they owe you, and show it to them, and lots of times they will give you some criticism, constructive, hopefully, and then you can polish it and then show it to other people. But good, bad, or indifferent, if you're local, the High Desert Shorts will make a place for you. It may be at 2 o'clock in the morning between Friday and Saturday, but there will be a place for you. We
Very
always
cool.
do that. But, to get an audience, if you're really serious and you want to learn how to do it, there are classes. They're also you and I were talking earlier about certain programs that help you to edit. There are tutorials. You can get books. You can take classes online. There are all kinds of places now. I get all kinds of offers and information on the internet. In fact, at this point, they come to me in my email about film classes,
Nice.
film schools, how to do it. And there's all kinds of ways to learn how to do it. And if
Cool.
you start and you feel that you have a growing, budding passion, go for it. Do it. Because
Very
it's
cool.
fulfilling. It really is. Before I started this, you guys remember I was on the radio, and I had my own show, and even before that, I've been a songwriter for years and years, so I'm going to tell you from way back, longer than I will admit. I joined a compilation album right here in the Valley, and I put 3 songs on this album. There were like 14 songs, and they were all kind of local. And a friend of mine called into the radio station and requested one of my songs. Just happened, I was at the post office, I didn't have any idea. I walked out, I got in my vehicle, and I turned on the radio, and there was my voice singing my song coming out of the radio. You can't imagine the feeling. You just absolutely can't imagine what a
Awesome.
thrill that is. And I thought to myself, if I'm that thrilled, I'm in a position to do that for other people. So I started my show, my radio show, and an hour on Sundays I would play original music from unsigned artists. And I started getting things from Canada, from Germany, from all across the United States, all over. These people wanted for people to hear their work. And they were thrilled, absolutely thrilled.
That's
and,
awesome.
And so then I moved it into the film. Filmmakers want for people to see their work. They want their ideas, they want their visions. And so that's where all this came from. So make a long story longer. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. Bring it on.
So what will your festival encompass this year? Is there going to be anything else? Is it just going to be straight films?
We have invited filmmakers to come this year, and we, depending on how many we have, we've had a few respond that they will be here. We want to do some panels. Last year and the year before, I had kind of like a brunch, a little luncheon, and then a little press event, and the filmmakers all got together to kind of network with each other. And I thought this year, Tony and I talked about it, and we thought it would be a very good thing to have some of the industry professionals available maybe even in a panel format, to answer questions just like we're talking right here. You know, you've been there in the trenches, you've done it. How did you make it happen? How did you get money? Because filmmaking is not, I mean, you know, you have to put out some bucks sometimes. And where do you distribute? Where do you show it? How did you get it here, wherever you got it? And I thought
And
that
you have
would...
the questions to the panel.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. And get some answers from people who are actually doing it right now. Because for the last 2 years, we have, as the film shows, you know, after the film shows, we stop the program right in the middle, and we ask the filmmakers who are in attendance to come up and talk about their film. Who, what, why, where, and when. And boy, the stories that they tell are absolutely amazing. Things happen on the set, the way they get their money, it's an amazing thing to hear right from the filmmaker. And it's a good thing. So, you know, the more we can get here, I think the more enthusiastic the audiences will be, because the audiences love to get that behind the scenes. They really do. And I do too.
That's awesome.
I like it.
I think that's why the DVDs now are so popular. People buying them because you can get all of it. You get the film,
yes.
you get the behind the scenes. They even have now the director's cut,
Yep.
where the director can explain, like you said,
Right.
during the film. And that's really interesting. Do you think that would be a good way for someone to learn, maybe?
Oh, absolutely.
I just thought of that. I don't know.
Yeah, a very good idea. Anywhere that you can get ideas, read the books. You know, this is so funny. When I started to write songs many, many, many years ago, the first thing I did was I bought a book. And it was written by a music industry lawyer. And the first sentence in the book, you do not want to be in the music business. Very first sentence. Well, naturally, the next sentence was, nobody listens when I say that. And actually, nobody does. If you've got the passion, you're going to do it, no matter what.
Right.
So,
That's awesome. And all of that, I mean, if people have friends, I mean, when you're talking film, like there's everything, you know, voice, you know, photography, music, it's
the artistic,
everything. So
how you put it together, it's your vision, you know, bringing it to life. You know, and I have a question. I haven't asked the kids. Would both of you, having done this at the film camp, do you think that maybe you'd like to continue to do it?
I have the passion for it. I would love to. That would be a great thing to do.
I like to continue to keep participating in this activity.
Cool. All right, there you have it. Testimonial.
Right. And so this is going to be Memorial
Day
Memorial Day weekend.
And that's going to be 26th, 27th,
And 28th.
28th.
Mm-hmm.
Pahrump Nugget, once again.
Yes.
And the convention center back there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
are we almost out of time?
We have about 4 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to wrap that up a little bit. Linda Cass and Tony. Tony is
Tony Mendoza. He's
Mendoza. One of our veterans.
Yes, absolutely. I lost him in 2008. He was in Afghanistan for the entire year, and I tell you what, I was lost without him. 2009, excuse me. He left in 2008. So for the film year, 2009, I had to do it by myself, and it was really, really tough. So there you go.
Thank God he came back.
Oh, absolutely. Safe, sane.
Yes.
Can I just thank the kids for coming on and sharing? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You thank Bob. Bob, this is Bob the Tomato Plant. He'll be appearing at the our Earth Day event, April 23rd at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. You may have seen him on the news, and he's made his way to our show over here. We'll have a lot of good things to do, natural things. We'll be able to see Bob and his cousins and his relatives over there, trees, bushes, other things like that. So this is, how many times we've done that? 8 times already at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. Native Americans will be there. The TP, they'll be up there. They'll have fry bread they'll be selling. We'll have hot dogs and hamburgers.
Are you going to make cookies in the solar oven?
I will have, I just went to Tacopa, got my 2 solar ovens back. Cheryl Beeman will bring the other one back, so we'll have 3 solar ovens over there. I've done so much since last year, you know, I may just do a casserole in there you
A
know,
casserole?
show you what I can do over there. No more,
You
no
should
more
do,
just cookies.
Don't you guys think they should do chocolate chip cookies?
We'll have those where
Yeah.
there's 3 ovens, no waiting, okay? So hopefully the weather will be great and we'll be able to show you what the ovens can do, and they can do a lot. I'm after the elusive Chevrolet Volt. We've got 2 of those in the area that went to a speedway that's over down the street, and I've contacted them and they seem like they're interested, and I'm hoping they'll bring one of the Chevy Volts over to the park. Otherwise we'll have to wait another year. But hopefully we'll have those also. We'll have the folks from Cooperative Extension. They'll bring their composter over there. Maybe they'll be talking about worms too. I had ML Robinson on last week talking about worms.
I want them to really, really, really talk to the community about getting rid of the salt cedars. They're still everywhere. Still
That's true,
everywhere.
they are.
Got to get rid of them.
Invasive weed, and I have...
Invasive is
yeah.
the word.
And some people think that they're so cute because...
No,
Right.
they're bad.
They're bad. So let's remember that. We have 1 minute left. Also, if the town cleanup's coming up on May 7th, a couple of Saturdays after that, and you'll be able to sign up during the Earth Day event for that. But otherwise, you can call 727-5800. That's the Chamber of Commerce to apply for a section of town to clean up for the town cleanup. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for
Ted.
having us.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for the beautiful background back there. Thank you, Bob.
And
we'll see you.
We'll be back next week to remind you of the film festival.
Yes.
And the
Earth Day and the
Day.
town cleanup and all
Yep.
the other good things that happen in town. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Sunday morning at 6:30 again, too. We repeat. Thanks a lot.